Hey guys, it's Chelsea. So I haven't even had breakfast yet, but I woke up and I was really inspired to make this video because it's one that I've wanted to make for a long time. Because it's a topic that I think the more you talk about it, the more it isn't such a kind of thing as far as talking about it with people and things. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about periods. So, if you're not a woman or if you are a man and you're just interested, but if none of that like involves you, then don't watch this video because you're not going to enjoy it. And I don't want that comment like, ew, this is gross, like blah, blah, blah. Because I am going to be going into detail, maybe saying things I shouldn't on the internet, but whatever, because it's, the things I'm going to be talking about every girl has to deal with, so what does it matter? Like, I know my girls will understand. Like, okay, so anyway, we're going to be talking about all things period. I'm going to be talking about the products I use, for stain removers, the underwear I like to wear. Yeah, so if you want an in-depth video, you keep watching. This is good for girls that are just getting into their period or people that are, had their period for a long time, like myself, but are, just kind of looking for maybe some advice, some new products, or just are interested in the topic. So anyway, where should I start? I guess we'll start with my box. So this is the box that I like to keep everything in. It's really not as big as it looks on camera. It's just maybe like 2 shoebox sizes or something. Hey! My dogs are playing. Sorry if you can hear them. Anyway, yeah, I got this at Walmart. Now, I'm not always like kept my stuff in like a box like this, like high maintenance. I have a whole box dedicated. But when I dormed at college, I, had to put everything in a box, put it away, you know what I'm saying? So when I did that, I noticed that this is actually really easy. It's nice not to have some things in my room, some things in the bathroom, yada, yada, yada. You could just use a shoebox. I definitely think a shoebox, like a plastic one, not a regular shoebox, but like, the plastic ones, you can get them at the dollar store. I think those work nicely as far as bathroom storage, but this is what I actually keep in my room, and I purchased it at Walmart if you're interested, and it's what I keep all my products in, and it helps me find everything really easily and whatever. I always keep a big Ziploc bag on top of it because this is for when I go places, if I'm going to stay the night at someone's house, blah, blah, blah. And I know it's kind of big, but the thing is, like, even just staying the night over at, like, someone's house for one day, depending on, like, your flow and things, you could go through quite a bit of different products, so especially tampons and things. So I like to just keep everything in a bag so I know exactly where it is in my bag. I don't have to worry about things getting meshed up, and, tampons, you're supposed to not let them get too much friction or anything because it could damage, like, the string and stuff. So anyway, I always keep that on top. And then this is a box. It's really nice and easy to open, and it's really cute, like, and it kind of camouflages because of the design, like what's actually in it, even though I could care less if someone knows what's in it. Like, okay, so the pads that I like to use are the Always, these are the green ones. They're in different colors. So these are the green ones. I guess it's considered the long supers. And I get the wingless. Now, I am considering getting into reusable menstrual products, but I'm currently just not at that stage where I can do that, like, financially, and, it's a lot. I'm not going to get into all of it. So anyway, I am not, like, pro disposable menstrual products, but it's just what I'm using at the current moment. But I like to get the wingless ones. I think they're a lot more comfortable. You still get a little bit of a itch on, like, your inner thigh, but these are better. And these, I believe, these and the yellow are the only ones that come wingless, and sometimes I can't even find them in the wingless pack. So anyway, that's what I get. I like to get the bigger one too because it's usually a better deal, like a couple dollars more, and you get like twice as much. And then for overnight, kind of, I only buy the smallest pack of these that they sell because I really don't use these too often. But these are the big ones. These are the overnight, the orange ones. When I was in school, I used to actually wear these throughout an entire day, which is just, it's so gross looking back on it. I was just really, this was when I first got into it. I was just kind of scared about like changing and, you know, things like that. Like it's kind of weird to like, if I asked to go to the bathroom, like take my backpack. So, you know, I'd have to do it between periods and it's such a rush. Anyway, so when I was in like middle school and stuff, this is what I would use, but I don't really use these too often. This is just for a really, really heavy flow, and especially at night, just so I don't have to worry about like getting blood on my underwear and stuff, because that's annoying to get out. Okay, I have another green pack, and are these wingless? Yeah. It seems like they only sell the wingless in the bigger packs. They don't sell them in the smaller packs. Okay, sorry, I forgot I set an alarm and it just went off. Okay, so that is what I have as far as pads. So, put all that in here. Okay, so then the next thing that I have are these thong liners, and I like to use these when I wear tampons sometimes, especially on like heavy flow days, and especially if I'm wearing white shorts. I'm not a huge fan of this brand. I just kind of picked it up. This is my first time buying these types of liners, and you know, I'm not the biggest fan of this brand, but they work, I guess. This is what they look like. And they're kind of not perfect fit for a lot of different like Victoria's Secret thongs and things, but they work for the general thong. So, and they work pretty well. They absorb. I've never had any sort of leak issue. So yeah, I enjoy them. So, you know, different occasions I like to wear them, not all the time, because it's already annoying, like having to have a tampon in and then throw that in there. It's like, come on. I'm trying to escape the pad life. Okay, so then I also have these, and these are the Always Dailies Extra Protection. Now, I purchased these more because when I was getting myself off of birth control, I was bleeding, and I didn't think it was going to be like a full-on period, but it actually ended up being like a full-on period. So anyway, these are the longs, and I would not recommend getting anything under the long, because look how small these are. Like, these are like panty liner size, and these are the long. So next time I buy these, I'm going to get the extra long. But anyway, these are just good for really light days and things. I actually did need something like this because, you know, I was wearing a full-on pad and I was barely even bleeding. But the only concern with this is that it's not long enough. So I would definitely recommend the extra long to avoid the leaking going beyond this. But anyway, these actually hold really, really well. One day, actually, I'm on my period right now, and one day I like misjudged my flow completely, and I just bled all over this thing, and it actually absorbed all of it, and then of course it leaked in the back, and you know, I had to deal with that. But anyway, it was still good because it held a lot, and these are just so comfy. Like, honestly, I can't even tell I have this on when I wear it, you know. So anyway, I like these. I like this brand of panty liner. Okay, so then I have two, actually this is, I guess, the last one of it, so I can throw away this pack. I got these at the Dollar Tree. You can actually get them for like 88 cents at Walmart. These are the Carefree panty liners. These are not, like, I'm not a huge fan of these, but they are really, really thin. Like, they're literally just like this big. And they're really small and really easy to put in there, but I'm not the biggest fan of them, but they are pretty comfy. And then the other little liners that I have, these are the Always ones, and you get 20 in this pack. These are also at the Dollar Tree, but these are also like 80 cents or something at Walmart and places like that. They're a little bit cheaper than like the dollar store, but this is what they look like, and these are for like really, really light days, like legit when I'm like about to end my period is the only time I wear these. And they're nice, but they're a little bit wider. So if you have like, if you're wearing really thin underwear, I'd use this type. If you're just wearing whatever underwear, then use this type. But these are a little more absorbent. There's a little more padding, and these, it's like legit like no padding. So it just picks up like a little bit of leakage. It doesn't hold as much as this. I guess I'll just leave that in there. It's like done basically. Okay. So then let's talk about tampons. So I have supers and regulars, and these are both by the same brand. You know, this is where I really want to try reusable menstrual products because of all the risks with using tampons. And I also have a tampon horror story, which I will try and remember to link around here somewhere using the Playtex Sport tampon. So anyway, I found the Tampax Pearl Active tampons, and these have really changed my opinion on tampons and you know, how well they can be constructed. These I believe are the best construction of all tampons. I guess I will take one out and show you, why not. Anyway, so I get the super and the regular, and they do have like a multi-pack if you want to try that. But this is the box, and so that way you guys know what it looks like. I've never been a big fan of the Tampax Pearl, but something about the Tampax Pearl Active and it's just kind of security, which I'll show you in a second, I really enjoy. So that's what it looks like. And they're all in this kind of like bright teal container. So anyway, here's the string. Now let me show you, the threading on this is amazing. With my Playtex ones, it was literally 2 strings tied into here, and that was it. And you know, I never had any problems till the one day where it didn't work, and I realized after that how easy that was to happen. So upon reading the box about how, you know, the likeliness of this brand getting stuck, they said it's near to impossible because the string is actually woven into the tampon. So that's very unique. It's not just, you know, tied in, it's actually woven in. So I'm going to do a little like demonstration of me pulling it, which is what I did when I first bought these tampons. I bought a little mini pack so I could test them out. And well, as you can see, your vagina would not be pulling it like that, but you see it still hasn't even broken off. So yeah, I've been wanting to do this demonstration for a while because after my incident with the Playtex tampons and it getting stuck and everything, finding a tampon like this is really nice. I always recommend though, even when it's still in the little applicator, if you use applicators, to kind of just tug on the string, make sure it's attached. It's not going to hurt anything, especially if you're using these tampons. Like, you see how much I'm tugging, nothing's happening. So I just do a little tug, make sure that everything's attached, because that was the problem with the other ones, and then insert it, and I never have any problems with these. So yeah, and I've worn them for you know, several hours, and I've never had a problem. So anyway, that's why I love those. Okay, so then also some personal wipes. I think these are really, sorry y'all, I ran out of storage. Anyway, I think these personal wipes are really important, especially for me if I'm transitioning from a pad to a tampon, because obviously when you wear a pad, like, this kind of be the gross part. The blood kind of like stays in there, you know what I mean? Like, there's kind of like blood in all sorts of places. So anyway, it's important to kind of clean that out, especially, let's be honest, for the smell aspect. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So anyway, it's really important to cleanse and everything. And you know, if you use tampons on the regular, you don't really have to worry about this, but those of us that use pads or go from pads to tampons, like use both, I think it's important to have these, as well as when you're at the end of your period, just kind of like freshen everything up. So these are the Equate. You know, there's tons of different brands like Summer's Eve and all these different things, but I don't really think it matters. These are the personal wipes from Equate, and I'm sure they're like, what does it say, hypoallergenic, alcohol-free, has soothing botanicals, and usually these wipes are pH balanced and everything, so they're not gonna throw anything off. So anyway, I like keeping these in there as well. Okay, so that is it for as far as the different products I use on my period. Now let's talk about the underwear I like to wear. These are Victoria's Secret. Even if I'm wearing a tampon, I like to wear regular underwear. Of course, if I'm like going somewhere, I will wear like a thong or something if I'm wearing a tampon. But if I'm wearing a pad, I'm most likely wearing these types of underwear. This is Victoria's Secret, and this is there any sort of style to this one? Let me see. This is the extra low rise hipster. So I like these. My only kind of issue with them is the fact that this kind of mesh on the end, if you are wearing a pad, tends to kind of crease in a little bit over here because it's just kind of a mesh, but it still does hold a pad and everything very well. And what I like about these is they're super duper comfortable, and I love wearing Victoria's Secret underwear on my underwear on my period because it's just so comfortable, and like, you know, wearing a pad is kind of uncomfortable enough, so having nice underwear works well. And a lot of just their different like regular cheeksters and things are good for being on your period. So yeah, and I like the fun colors, and yeah, that's what I like to wear. Okay, so last subject we're going to talk about is getting stains out, which is a huge part of being on your period. Sometimes I like to use just good old hydrogen peroxide. This is the 3% topical solution. This is really good with fresh stains. I mean, I know it does well with older kind of stains too, but it's most effective on a fresh stain. So if you have a stain and you're out somewhere, as soon as you get home and you have some hydrogen peroxide, pour it on there, and it'll start fizzing it and blah blah blah, and then put it in the wash, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get the stain out. But yeah, this is what I like to use. It's also good for soaking. You know, if it is an old stain, just to at least soak it in it. So anyway, that's what I like to use. Now, as far as a product to buy, this is the OxiClean Laundry Stain Remover, and I guess it uses, the OxiClean thing is like, it uses like oxygen sort of things. I'm pretty sure that's the thing. If it's not, don't judge. But anyway, yeah, I like using this. It works really well. It kind of does like the same thing as hydrogen peroxide. Like when you spray it on it, it kind of like bubbles, and throw it in the wash immediately, and you should be good to go. It's always good with period stains too, if you don't have an issue with kind of like touching it with your hand, taking like whatever, if it's in your underwear, and just kind of like getting the blood out. You could use a sponge, or you could use like with a glove on if you have any sort of concerns about that. But I mean, it is your own body's blood. Like, I don't think you should be too scared of it. But if you're just kind of like about blood, then I understand. But, you know, just kind of scrub it, get the main part out, and then what's left is what's actually the stain. So then that's when you can go in with either of these products and then throw it in the wash or hand wash if you're one of those people that do that. Anyway, so yeah, this was my in-depth review as far as period products. I've been wanting to make this for a long time, especially since I made my tampon horror story. Because like I said, I think there are tampons that are built way better than others, and I also just want to give my advice with other different period products like thong liners and panty liners and all sorts of things. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time here on Life of Chelsea. Bye!